All right. We are now officially live after technical difficulties. Let me just get some links out, letting everyone know that we are on. Think we're only a few minutes late, but still, I'm a punctual kind of guy. So let me just share the linksies. Share one in my group in the mastermind that I've got here. We are live, baby. Then I'll post one on my personal Facebook page before starting. Okay. So this was kind of impromptu. I'm not expecting a whole slew of people to come in. As usually, how I usually would do it is to give several days notice so that people can, figure out their schedules for being able to listen to info and stuff. Oh, okay. We're good. So in the interim, until we get people on for Q&A, if it happens, when it happens, let's talk about what will happen with Kindle publishing towards the end of the year and towards next year. Is Kindle publishing going to last through 2019? What's going to happen to it? What other trends are we going to see? What segments of Kindle publishing could we forecast accurately as going down in terms of overall maybe sales or volume? And along with that, what's going to be trending well on the up and up? So with that, where do I think Kindle publishing is going right now? From what I've seen as a publisher in nonfiction, Kindle publishing is definitely getting harder to break into from a fresh start as a newbie. So everything that was previously taught kind of followed the methodology of one person, so to speak. I would say it would be Stephen James with his course back in 2013, 14, 15, whenever it came out, K-Money Mastery. And that course pretty much taught a general linear setup on how to outsource books, outsource the writer, the cover designer, the review swaps. And along with that, just the general methodology of creating these really short 20 to 25 page books and sell them for $2.99 and make money from that. And with such short books that weren't of particularly high quality, what we were seeing is that you could literally output 20 books a month, these 20-page pamphlets of, subpar quality, and do really well with Kindle publishing. So someone like Stefan was doing exactly that, putting out, subpar books. And for the time, it was acceptable to put out 20-page ebooks, so not really knocking him on that. And that's how he made it towards, I think, the 8,000 and 9,000 a month range with just Kindle publishing. Then, of course, he went on to do coaching. I'm not sure if his books are still up or if his account was terminated. Someone might know better, like a Mecca or someone else who knows more about that. But aside from that, things have changed. You can't get away with publishing a 20 to 25 page ebook anymore and expect to get good results. The shortest I would ever go is ever. Like, do not do this in 90% of situations, but I have a couple books that are like 40 to 45 pages in length. And usually I'll use a short length for like children's books. But even then, that's like really pushing it with regards to the expectation that a customer has for content, the price that they're paying for a book, and the actual deliverable. So, if you're paying $12 and you get a 40-page book, it's all words. It's like, what the fuck did I just blow $12 on when, you can buy Goosebumps or Animorphs or whatever novel or short story kids are buying these days through Scholastic, for a cheaper price. So, you got to keep in mind, you have to be able to provide value to your customers. And, value really extends upon just page length. Value too is what will ultimately drive customers towards buying your products. So in terms of value, think of it not just like, okay, I'm solving someone's problems with the information I'm giving in this book, but also what value do you have in the marketplace against other the competitors you're facing against for your keyword? What's your differentiating factor? What's your value proposition that's going to be different from everyone that makes your value unique from everyone else's that'll compel a customer to buy your book? Truth be told, I had a coaching call with one of my students in the mastermind. This was a unique one where, we were doing a one-on-one coaching call. And for a keyword she found that was actually pretty good, she was wanting to compete using a 30-page book in which the keyword had the number 1 and number 2 listed books containing over 200 pages. So I asked her, hey, and I didn't do this sarcastically, how will you compete against book 1, which had like 300 pages, and book 2 that had 200 pages with your 30-page book? Now, is there something that is really compelling about your book that's going to like really hit customers from a different angle that they've never thought of, that would like draw them towards, the 2 other books that they could buy? Or is it kind of like the same theme that these other authors are providing for their books? And her answer was, yeah, Jacob, actually it is a little bit similar to what's already been out there. So then at that point, we agreed on 2 things. Number 1, we had to order more content for her book because there's no chance in hell that a 30-page pamphlet would fly, even against these books that are like 200 pages, and it could have had a different angle. Like 30 pages is not cool. So she's ordering more content. Additionally, the content that she is ordering is going to cover more information that is not relatable to the other 2 books that are out there. So, even though it's going to be like a 100 to 120 page book, like, yeah, it's still a little short against competitors. You know what? At least it's going to be better than a 30-page book that had no chance. So, yeah, more content, different angle, separate yourself out from the market. We've got people in here so far, no questions. So, guys, I know a few of you are on here. Feel free to put in your questions in the chat, and we'll get on it. As I see, we've got right now 4 people. Awesome. This is pretty good considering this was not really planned, so that's cool. Okay, so I kind of went on a tangent there. Do I think Kindle publishing will die in 2019? To tell you the truth, in terms of Kindle read ebooks, like the ebooks are trending downwards overall in the market. That's a fact, not my opinion. It's fact if you do the market research. So ebooks are decreasing a little bit overall in sales volume. Paperbacks, I believe, have kind of stayed the same. They're consistent with sales. However, even though ebook sales are going down overall, audiobooks are really taking off. So audiobooks are like the next frontier as a medium for information. So, a lot of people buy, self-help books, finance, even fiction books on audio. People are really concerned about how they value their time, theoretically. And so, people don't have this attention span anymore to be able to like sit down and enjoy and digest a book. So now we're trying to all be more productive, and people are now, listening to books in their car, on their commute, maybe even in the gym while they're like jogging on a treadmill, chilling at a park, on their lunch break, like whatever. Now information is being taken in audio form over written text. So that's something that's been going on. Now, hey, you got Justin Matmore. Hey, Justin. So your question is, what do I think about children's books? Hey, dude, questions are coming in. Awesome. What do I think about children's books in general? Children's books will always be a super lucrative niche overall. I shouldn't even say niche. A super lucrative market demographic for selling books. Truth be told, and I think this is public knowledge, everyone knows this, I'd say 80% of my income have come from children's books, or rather, books marketed towards children and teens. Reason being, several reasons. Kids need to learn how to read just to survive in America or anywhere in the world. I shouldn't even say America. That's bad. So people need to be able to teach their kids literacy. And so that right there creates a demand to have books bought. That said, also parents have to find somewhat interesting topics for their children to read books. So if you can find something that's fun and engaging for a child to read while not being in a keyword that's oversaturated with other competitors. Like if we were to do a book on dinosaurs, even if it were like an illustrated book, man, we would just be so beat down with the amount of competition there is between like big box publishers and, Jurassic Park being a thing still. And yeah, it can get a little bit crazy with the competition you face, but there are still keywords, of course, on Amazon for children's books where you can make money. And with children's books, usually, not always, but usually parents want low ticket costs for these books because they're providing and buying these books in quantity. So as such, a royalty does take a little bit of a hit overall, but your overall selling volume for children's books, theoretically, in my opinion, would be higher compared to selling towards adults, especially if you've got something popular. Not always. So if you, for example, if you have the book on essential oils and aromatherapy in the world, like, yeah, you're going to make it and you're going to sell lots of copies, but children's books are an easy way to make money online. So I'm reading the questions here. Ooh, okay. So, hey, dude, I'm Alex. Will you buy a Corvette in 2019? That's a good question. That's not a sarcastic question, right? So my plan is to rent out this condo, which I own. I don't rent. I bought this. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. Really expensive territory to live in. So not only am I in the United States, I'm also in California, and I'm also in San Francisco, in the San Francisco Bay Area. Like, that's just really asking for trouble in terms of cost of living. So my cost of living, all in all, with like what you see here and other bills I've got, I don't really live a crazy lifestyle. It's over $3,000 a month. Like, good thing I make over $3,000 a month online, but man, that kind of stings. So probably going to hold off from the Corvette. I don't even know if I'm going to keep my current car now. I'm like thinking of selling it, but it depends on where I end up moving to and if I still need a car at all. But if I had the money to buy a Corvette, fuck yeah, I'd do it. I'm not going to fucking lie and be humble. Hell yeah, I'll buy one. Biggest mentality change from 2018 to 2019. It really depends on anyone's mentality, right? So my mentality change or yours, Alex? Like, how far are you? No, you're not Alex Truong. So your mentality change, I don't know exactly where you are with publishing, but I would say overall as a blanket statement from 2018 to 2019, as it relates to Kindle publishing, shift a little bit away from selling ebooks, or rather trying to market to sell ebooks in a high volume. Look at what you can do with audiobooks. Okay, audiobooks are the next frontier. Right now, we're in a time where supposedly it's really easy to make 4,000 bucks a month from just audiobooks, like really freaking easy. To be honest, I haven't done it yet because I've been so focused on paperbacks, and that's my mastery. I'd say in this little space we have called Kindle publishing, I mean, I don't want to be a braggart, but I'm probably up there with paperback sales compared to anyone else you can find. So yeah, I'm good at that, and I'm still working on my audiobook game. So that's something that's going to come along, and it should come along, fingers crossed, relatively easily. So if you haven't already, not to toot anyone's horn, like I'm not going to throw out a freaking affiliate link or anything, I promise. But if you are interested in getting good at selling audiobooks, making that potentially $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 a month from audiobooks, you got to pick up the Audiobook Income Academy from the Nicholson twins, just because it's awesome. It pretty much covers everything you need to know with like creation, with strategy, creation, marketing, formulating the right keywords, like how to formulate the keywords. It's not like paperback or ebook. Like all of that is just completely different from paperback and ebook. And you really need to know those particulars that's taught in the course. So I highly suggest you look into that and buy that if you're really serious about getting to ACX. So yeah, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, thanks, Jacob. You're welcome, Justin. Still got peeps in the room. Throw me more. Ooh, okay, we got more questions. That's good. Is it getting harder to rank books organically? Do you think if we don't utilize AMS, we will leave money on the table? That's a great question. You've been asking good questions lately. Is it getting harder to rank books organically? Like I'm thinking right now, Justin, like even after I do the review swap process, the sales that I'm getting afterwards are organically, I suppose. But let's say I got the reviews done. Is it getting harder to rank books organically? No. I would say without using AMS, you can do still fairly well. It depends on the keyword. There's different strategies you have to run for different keywords. So if you have a keyword like, let's say, Fortnite that is loaded with competitors, the only way you're ever going to stand out and be even visible to customers is if you use AMS. So if you don't use AMS in such a situation where you need to pay for visibility in front of all of your competitors, then absolutely, yes, you are leaving money on the table. Now, if we're talking about something else, like, I'm just going to make this up. The user's guide for iPads, like the iPad manual. I haven't really looked into that keyword, but let's say there wasn't a lot of competition for that. I don't think there is. Being able to rank organically for something like that is possible. And yeah, you could definitely do that without AMS. I don't, let me get something straight. I don't use AMS for all of my books for launching. I have 3 books out right now on my new account, none of which use AMS because the keywords that I'm in for those aren't really saturated with competition to an extent where I would have to use AMS. If I don't feel the need to use AMS and I'm getting sales, I won't use it. I don't know if that's optimal or not optimal, but I've got my hands crossed with AMS with some keywords that make most of my money. So if things can make money organically, I'm cool with that. But you should definitely experiment with whether AMS can boost your sales to a positive degree or not in terms of profitability. I think with AMS allows to rank for multiple keywords. Difficult to achieve this organically, in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree too. AMS is really a godsend in terms of being able to like get sales for a competitor dense keyword. So, I mean, with if I can mention this, with one of my students, Allison, in my course, Allison just like totally killed it with a keyword that did have stiff competition, but she used AMS to a degree to where she was making gross 100 a day. Not sure. I have to follow up and see how much she's making now, but yeah, it can put you really ahead really fast if you need to pay to play for a keyword. Hey, Alex. Hey, dude, I'm Alex. Low content books, from my observation, almost gets a bad rep. What do I think about them? Some people say they're getting into low content is shiny object syndrome. That's a good question. Good questions tonight. So, with low content books, do I think highly of them? No. But why don't I think highly of them? Is it because it's not there's a lack of originality? I don't care about that. I don't care whether your idea is original or not. It's just that to make money with low content books, you are really, really, really having to play the shotgun game to make any degree of money from that. So, just to give a real example, and I know people who do this, people will publish 200 different journals for like exercise logs or for like food logs or food journals, and like 200 different templates. And they'll hope that through uploading 200 templates, they can make maybe 200 a month, maybe 300 a month. Like that's optimal. That if you can publish so many food journals and have just like 10 sales a week from the 200 pieces of content you've uploaded. I don't know if that's the most productive use of your time and effort and even money. Because, yeah, low content books obviously are the reason why people are getting into them is because it requires low overhead. So there's no real barrier to entry. But is it really going to be productive with making money? Unless you're like Dale Roberts' wife, Kelly Roberts, like she makes a fuck ton of money from self-publishing. Not sure if it's mostly from low content books, but she's around the 10 to 12,000 a month mark from her publications. Though to be fair, I don't know if it's from low content books. From what I've seen, I can mention this. I don't think it's going to hurt his feelings. I was with Gerald in the Cancun Mastermind, and one of the struggles he's been having is that he has like so many low content books that aren't making any money, and yet he had like one title where he absolutely killed it, where he has one book that's making 500 a month consistently. So in that case, like, yeah, he did fall into shiny object syndrome, and he should just be focusing on what he's good at, and that's how he's gonna, get back on his feet with making money online through Kindle publishing. So, Alex, again, on the same note, if you're a newer publisher making less than 1K a month, do you think they should focus on paperback and ebook first till they reach 1K, then audiobook, or audiobook from the start? Well, I know the answer I'm supposed to say is that you should be working on all three at once, because you need to have all three versions of the book up for most books. You need to have the ebook, the paperback, and the audiobook for nonfiction. Like, unless it's a fiction book, then you don't need the paperback. And then unless it's a low content book, you can't have the ebook version. But if we're talking about conventional titles, you should have all three mediums. Now, in terms of what you should focus on, focus is being correlated here or being related here to sales, to making money. So really, your focus can be any of the three. What dictates how much money you make from each medium really comes down to how you conduct your keyword research. So like for me, for instance, I only do keyword research at this point. Up to this point, my research is exclusively for paperbacks. I hardly ever check ebook rankings. I just look at the paperback. If I can sell 10 paperback copies a day and 0 ebooks a month for a paperback, that's great. That's great. Like, I want that. Like, I don't care. That's awesome. So that works for me. Now, if you find a keyword that does like so on paperback, but then you see it does well on ebook. Hey, it doesn't matter how you're making your money. You know, if you can make your money through ebooks, do ebooks. If you can make your money through audiobooks at the start, do audiobooks. I started out with ebooks, and then I became a paperback guy. Ahi Lan was someone who started in the Blueprint alongside me as a peer, did audiobooks pretty well in the beginning. So his first $1,000 a month came mostly from audiobooks because he just hit it off with the titles he was publishing. He was trying to like do well for paperback and ebook, but his books just did well on audiobook, he found out. So that became his bread and butter. So, you know, play around, experiment, do your diligence with following good methodology for keyword research, and you know where you'll end up. You know, could be your bread and butter, or you could keep experimenting around until you find a medium that you like the most to work with. For me, I like paperbacks, though I am going to be mixing things up and doing audiobooks as well, because there's just so much potential with how easy it is to find a profitable keyword and make high volume sales. Michael Jack from Fresh Belief, the man is here. I don't think Kindle will die, as there are some demographics still prefer it, and it's a good reference for when you're listening to an audiobook. Absolutely. Hey, Amazon is a $1 trillion company. It's not going away anytime soon, and ebooks are definitely not going to just vanish overnight. So, you know, things are going super strong for Amazon, for Jeff Bezos. So ebooks are here to stay as a medium overall. It's just that we're finding ebooks are like kind of taking a hit to a certain degree, like 4% or so. It's still 4% down. Like it's like taking what? I'm trying to do the math accurately. Like 4 billion away from 400 billion. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a hit, but you've got $396 billion left in sales. Like, it's still a behemoth. So everything's here to stay. Audiobooks are growing. They're a continuing medium that will grow. So that's an unforgone conclusion. Kindle publishing in general, I have to say that the community has really changed since I'd say the big Luca era, even. Like, it's less shady. You got to play things more of the right way. Yeah, we're all using fake reviews. I'm not going to lie and, you know, put on a front that we're not using review swaps. Everyone uses review swaps. I don't care who you name. Everyone uses them. Maybe not for all their books, but for some of their books, I can give me any name. They use review swaps, man. Like, everyone uses it. I don't care who they are or what they claim. Everyone uses it, contrary to what they tell you. So everyone is guilty of this. Just keeping the facts straight here. Everyone uses review swaps. And will review swaps vanish in 2019? I don't know. If people start getting banned for review swaps, then yeah, I would say that ends shit real quick. But so far it hasn't happened to anyone that hasn't been completely retarded with doing review swaps. So it's gonna here to stay for now. Though you should learn how to be able to get reviews, 5-star, 4-star reviews without fake swaps. So I've used Reddit to promote my own books in the past. I have one book called Eat, Clan, Trend Hard. That's something that I authored. 17 real reviews because I offered it on free promo to a bunch of readers on Reddit in a subsection. And all I asked was for reviews. Now, is that review swapping in and of itself? Kinda, because I did ask for reviews, but they're written by real people. So that's as legitimate as it can get for the review swaps. Like I didn't fake the reviews. They're real. It's just that, yeah, I did ask for them to be written in exchange for having a free copy of my book. So whatever. Everything's a review swap. Asking your mom to write a positive review for your book, that's a review swap. So does it really matter if the reviews are fake or real? I don't know, man. Who cares? Bigger picture stuff. Now, what niches do I see as being hot? I don't think it's going to change. I'll tell you right now, if you're paying attention still, pay attention to this. Like, wait, Michael Jack, it's not as bad a review as a review swaps because you're not guaranteed a positive review. You know what's funny is that even review swaps can leave 2-star reviews if they get pissed off or disgruntled. So there's no guarantee with that even. But, you know, if I give you a free copy of a book, you know, you're going to probably leave a 5 or 4-star review. Oh, shit. Questions are coming in. Woo! Romario, a.k.a. Crypto Jones. What do I have up my sleeve for quarter 4? Triforce. I have something set up for quarter 4 to where no one will be able to touch me for the keyword that I'm in. Like, it's just genius. I can't even be humble about it, but I came up with a good strategy to block out people from keywords that I want to make money in. The only hint is that it takes more than one book to do it. And now we're talking about which keyword I'm in. Fuck. Okay, so Justin, what about getting editorial reviews? Great question, because what I'm seeing, Justin, is that people fake editorial reviews, or they'll like put up false testimonials from like third-party sites that have nothing to do with their book, and that's not only unethical, it's against the terms of service, and that's a great way to get banned. Now, you can take reviews from Goodreads.com. If your book is being displayed or reviewed on Goodreads.com, you can use that for editorial reviews. Now, if we're talking about like the more conventional way, I'm reading the freaking questions here. If we're talking about getting editorial reviews the more conventional way, you'll find a few sites that might be interested in reviewing your book for free or your ebook, and just get reviews from there. Like, you know, nothing super special. So, Alex, yeah, it is you. It is you. How do I beat your Fortnite book? On a serious note, when will you release your AMS hacks? So, Alex, okay, fuck, cat's out of the gutter now. Like, yeah, okay, some of my money's made through Fortnite. I'm probably using the strategy right now in Fortnite. If you take a look, like, let me look it up. Let me see what's going on here for that keyword. I'm gonna look up Fortnite guides, see if the strategy is active right now. It's not the full thing that I'm doing. It's not the full strategy that's being executed right now, because it looks like a good friend of mine is competing against me on AMS and is spending money to try and outbid me. Fuck this guy. Okay, so he's getting hit pretty hard with 1-star reviews. Dude, he's using bad fake editorial reviews. Why? So will I release my AMS hacks? No. I was thinking of like either reserving it for people who do one-on-one coaching with me, because I shared it with the twins, with Marco, with a couple people at the Cancun Mastermind, and even like Emek and Ollie. Like, everyone has unanimously said it's genius. Like, no one has ever done this before. Like, it's a genius idea, and it was working well until my friend just outbidded me. But I don't have Triforce set up now. I have I want to give hints. Fuck this. But I don't have the strategy fully up yet. But when it is, like, everyone's going to be eating shit for a while. So, oh man, paying for coaching when you can afford it, Alex. Like, I know you were able to. Hey, Alex is someone I want to talk about. Shout out to Alex. So Alex didn't have to work a summer job. If you don't mind me sharing, you're college aged, and you didn't have to work a summer job because you were making enough money from Kindle publishing to not have to work. So, you know, it was either, hey, Jacob, I have to do either really well with Kindle publishing or I got to work. So you're doing really well with your books. I know you are. and you're coming up with keywords that I would have never thought up of that are profitable. So you're well on your way, my man. Like, you should be earning more than you are now, to be honest. You've got a lot of good ideas. You just need to publish more books. So should you pay for more coaching? No, you need to pay for more books because you've got great keywords and you just need to execute more. And I can definitely see you as someone making $2,000 a month, even as soon as December, once holiday sales pick up. So yeah. As far as how to beat my Fortnite book, here's how you do it. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how. So what you need to do is copy my friend who stole the keyword from me. So I'm not going to be salty about it on air because he'll probably watch this. But you need to copy my hook. Then you need to have a 4 to 5 pay book compilation. And with that, the 4 or 5 books won't make money. Oh, shit, it's him. Oh, wait, I gave it away. Fuck, sorry. Then you need to put it in the bundle, okay? Fucker. Then you need to have it in a bundle, okay? Then, this is so bad. Then you need to price strike it, and then you need to put it on AMS and like bid really, really high on it, and then maybe you have a chance to compete with me. I mean, if you want to talk about it, like, let's talk about it in the open, guys. Like, you're not going to be able to beat me or my friend, but you can try. Like, that right there shows you, just because you have a profitable keyword does not mean automatically you're going to succeed in Kindle publishing. I know people in Fortnite who have made 0 or close to 0. I know someone else too. We both know this person in Mecca who's made $13,000 in 1 month from Fortnite. So, whether Fortnite brings someone 0 ROI or brings someone $13,000 a month ROI comes based on skill and execution. So how you go about coming up with a hook for your book, how you go about writing, good sales copy, is the content not just good, but is it substantial? Like, do you have enough content to draw someone to your book? Is it of good value to a customer? Are you visible to the customer in terms of having your book even found? Is your cover compelling? Like, cover plays a big one, I think. So does it have a flashy catch to it? Like, does it draw me to you? Those are all things you got to consider. And there's more to it than just that. But there's several variables that go into being able to make money from a book or from a particular keyword. I mean, we can all think of keywords where one person does super well and one doesn't do well. So, Justin, yeah, you really need to target a specific audience. Like, absolutely. If you are in something, again, like, I know we all say keto diet, so I'm going to switch it up. Let's say essential oils, okay? If you have the book for essential oils, that's for everyone. Like, there's so many essential oil books. But now, if we say the essential oil guide for dogs, like, let's say you want to be able to have your dog sleep better, have more energy, and you really believe that aromatherapy could be a solution to that, and you want to buy a guide, like, I would rather publish an essential oils book for dogs than I would just essential oils and leave it at that. Because now I'm going to have dog owners look at that book before they really look at anyone else's. So that's why you need to target a specific audience. No one wants to be pitched something unpersonalized. How often do you get coupons in the mail? Those like value packs, those mass coupons for like pizza and like Food Max, Safeway, whatever have you, grocery store. Do you even look at them? Like, I don't. But if you had a coupon sent to your email box saying, "Hey, Mario, we haven't seen you in Mexico in a month. I hope you enjoyed your stay in Cancun. Book your vacation again within the next 6 months, and we'll give you a $200 gift card as a token of appreciation." Like, Mario had a good experience at Cancun, and now because he knows what it's like, he was given an offer incentivized towards him And Mario is going to come back and like redeem that because it's towards something that he's interested in, and there's good value there. A $200 gift voucher. He would be signed up. Absolutely. So, Alex, is your friend Pro Game Guide 3-1 Fortnite for kids? Is that him? Is that the keyword stealer? Like, let's get something straight. He stole the keyword from me. So, like, straight up. Yeah, that's pretty much him. Like, there's other 3-in-1 guides, but I think you've got the right guy. He's doing pretty good. Yeah, he is. I know you're not potty mouth, Alex. You're a really good guy, good kid. So I'll say it, like, fuck this guy. Like, he doesn't deserve to be in the same league as me. Like, I can't believe this price strike is still active. Like, unbelievable. Even though I ranked better than him, sickens me. So anyway, yeah, that's him. And he's doing pretty good, and that makes a lot of income for him. So read between the lines. I'm not going to say out loud who it is. Just read between the lines. And hey, let me bring that up too. Good publishers never work solo, or they hardly ever work solo. Like, good publishers work in teams. And I don't mean like collaborative teams, like, not like an organization, but they often mastermind together and see what works and what doesn't. They share and exchange information, and that's how you learn faster. So if I were to collaborate with someone like a Mecca, I can see he'll tell me what mistakes he's making and what works for him. Likewise, I'll show him like, hey, this really didn't work out at all the way I planned, but this worked really well. In essence, we're gonna, like, I guess, take or steal or borrow like ideas from each other. And cumulatively throughout months of doing that, we become more solid publishers overall. So it just really helps you level up, not just as a publisher, but even as a business person when you mastermind with others. So, I mean, I'm not Mr. Mindset today, but if you haven't already, like, find peers you can work with. I mean, if you don't want to work with a coach, that's fine, but at least find friends that you can work with, especially for something like Kindle publishing. And so you can get mistakes out of the way faster because now you have someone else making mistakes instead of you. You can learn from those, and you can learn from each other on what works. So that's important. 7 o'clock, but I did start late, so fair enough. Any other questions, guys? This is a good turnout. I was not expecting this. Got loads of people here. Loads and loads and oodles of people. Cool. Do I really want to pitch to the Keyword Mastermind tonight? Why not? Of course. Although I think everyone in here has or is in my course. Let me just put it out there. Oh, hey, Melissa. How are you? Good evening. Another student of mine in the mastermind. Feel free to ask questions away. So just going to give the quick hoopla is that the Elite Keyword Mastermind is something that I came up with in May, as I knew a lot of publishers are struggling up until now with keyword research. So what I do is I provide you 3 keywords every month that I know are profitable through my own research and through my own analysis. I not only share with you what keywords they are, but I explain how to execute in each given keyword. You just publish using the instructions I give, and you make money. Like, that's the number one reason why people buy my course. Number 2 is I teach you how to find keywords my way. So, this whole look at 10 BSRs and like assess the 100,000 thing, that's low end technology. Like, no one's doing that anymore, I don't think. So good publishers have other ways of finding good keywords, and I'm sharing my way of doing it. So cool. I'm finding lots of niches with 0 ads running. Seems like low hanging fruit. Take it. I'm doing the same thing too. Like, I'm finding niches with 0 ads running. I'll take it. There's lots of niches and lots of keywords with 0 ads running. So it's all really low hanging fruit. I think we're at a stage right now where people are only beginning to utilize AMS as the bread and butter of their marketing. So AMS has been seen up until now as auxiliary or non-requisite, or is a non-requirement, however you want to say it. AMS is so powerful when used correctly that it's made me thousands of dollars at this point, and I'd be stupid not to use it, especially for keywords that do well for me. So I do need it. Also, have I ever lost a price strike and gained it back? Yes, Mario. Yes. Okay, I'll just say it. With Fortnite, it's happened twice over for me. First time I lost it, I knew it was going to happen, but I was able to get it back in a week. Then I lost it again. I have it back again, but I'm playing around to where the final price, the final list price, is not excessive. I want to keep it around $23 or so because, number one, I don't want to be a jackass and try to list a book for $90 and then get banned by Amazon for price striking too hard and getting facetious royalties. That's not good. But I want to be in a position where if the price strike is no longer around, people will still buy the book. So will my guide still be bought at $23? Yes. I've seen it bought at $30 temporarily when I lost my price strike, actually. Should have probably just kept it at that price. But I reset it down to $6, then I've worked back to $15. I'll probably settle at $23 and stop there. And especially as I get ready for Q4, hey, since you're asking me what I have up my sleeve for Q4 other than Triforce, I'll have everything price striked at the right time with the right prices for December. And in case I lose my price strike during the holidays, I'm going to be in a position where it's okay. I'm not going to have to kill myself over it. So if I have to list a book for $23 and it gets discounted to $10, awesome. If it still sells for $23, awesome. I just want it to sell. Genius. Yeah. If you think that's genius, you should probably know what Triforce is and other ideas. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm not going to openly show on Amazon for Amazon. Reason being, and I'm not doing this to be, a herm, not to be snotty, but there's just some things I do that people could really screw up and get banned. And if someone gets banned for something that I teach or promote, my reputation goes to zero instantly. So, I mean, if we're on the topic of price strikes right now, price strikes, they're ethical and legal because obviously they're a part of the system, but you cannot excessively price strike, okay? You can't excessively do it. I've seen someone get a warning for a 75% price strike, okay? But they weren't banned. So is that the limitation? I don't know. But you just want to be smart with how you do things. Now, if I'm price striking a $23 book down to $10 from the Amazon system, that's totally allowable. That's totally ethical. That's not, I think Amazon's still profitable with that. And they do things that are totally not profitable. They're not a profitable company. I hope you guys know that. Amazon's not a profitable company. But they want to keep their customers happy, and they realize the lifetime value of their customers. So they'll do things that are intentionally unprofitable, like price striking books. But I want to be in the area to where Amazon's making money and I'm making money, because then I don't have to not be able to sleep at night, late at night, and worry about my business shutting down, because now I kind of depend on this for a living. So got to play my cards straight. So let's see. It's 7:05 in California. Any other questions, guys, before we call it? I want to do this more often. I'd like to do it every day, but if you guys want to do this every day, I'm down. Just let me know. Do you think creative book titles rank better than titles containing specific keywords? It depends, because the algorithm is not so black and white, Justin. No one can claim or tell you exactly what the algorithm is for Amazon rankings. If they claim that, they're lying. But the number one influencer in the algorithm for a keyword is sales. So let's say we have a book on spirituality and Tony Robbins comes out with, unleash the spirit within. All right, let's just say that. Tony Robbins does it. He gets 5,000 reviews versus your book that's about spirituality and how you can utilize spirituality to improve your daily life. Okay, we're continuing the exact specific keywords you want. Tony Robbins is going to rank ahead of you just because he's got sales and he's proven to sell, and Amazon wants to sell his book ahead of yours. So in that case, that specific case, creative book titles would rank better. But on the self-publishing level, you do need to have specific keywords. And I don't want to give away the Audiobook Income Academy content, but I think they mentioned this on YouTube. For audiobooks, guys, you need to have the exact keywords you want in the title and subtitle. The exact keywords. So if you're doing the ketogenic diet and your book title is the keto diet, for audiobook, no one's going to find you for the ketogenic diet, believe it or not. So in that scenario, your title needs to say the ketogenic diet. For paperback and ebook, that does not apply. But for audiobook, again, I have to stress this. If we're doing like investing, okay, just to give an example, let's say you do Forex investing. You're not going to rank for Forex investing if you don't have Forex investing in your title. So going back to like abbreviations, so keto versus ketogenic, you would want both in your title actually, because you want to cover whether people type in keto or ketogenic. So if we're talking about really specific keywords, you need to have specific keywords in your title, especially with audiobook. That's something you're going to learn as you go on. You think the algorithm has a lot to do with the click-through rate? It can. It definitely can, but I can see that being abused by bots and such, where you can just have a bot with different proxies and different IPs, click on a product listing. That could be a part of it, but we are all really sure at this point sales are the number one influencer for a book's ranking. So let's see here. Okay, 7:10. It's been almost 53 minutes. Guys, do you want to do this again sometime soon? Like, I can do this almost every night. Like, I have fun doing this. This definitely helps make quality content for everyone and answer your questions. I know sometimes I'm kind of elusive, not on purpose always. If you guys are down every night, like, shit, this is pretty much free coaching right here, right? Except no one's going to give me your keywords. So any other questions before we hang it up? Like, ask the dirty ones. Ask gossip. Like, what's a Mecca like in person? Like, is he a dick in person? I'll say this about a Mecca when I met him in the Cancun. He is a lot taller and a lot more buff than I thought he would be. Like, no lie. Like, the guy is what, 6'3" or 6'4"? Like, damn, he's tall. He's actually pretty jacked. Like, he obviously works out. He's got muscle. His younger brother or older brother, like whoever, Mark, his brother's huge. Like, the guy is twice my size, and he claims he hasn't worked out in a year. But Emeka's pretty tall, pretty jacked, and he's pretty good looking in person. Like, videos don't do him justice. So Emeka needs to learn how to record videos, pretty much. But in terms of personality, he's pretty much the same guy. Being that it was his first mastermind event, he was really nervous. Just making sure everything was executed properly. But past that, like, he's chill. Like, we were hanging out and everything was cool. So I'm glad this has been helpful to all of you. Joel or Joel? Joel, what up, my man? Joel Master. Like, I love it when you holler at my YouTube videos, man. You're fun to talk with. So If there's no other questions, thanks, guys. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Mario. Yeah, you are on every vid. You should join my course, the Keyword Mastermind. That's where the quality content's at and all the good keywords are. But posting porn. I'm not posting porn. Well, not like naked porn. Okay, you did. Yeah, you did. You did. Okay, guys. I'm gonna hang it up for now. I'm glad that this has been helpful for you all. We'll meet Riley Reid at some point. Like, talk to me about January. I'm not joking. Las Vegas in January. But until then, I'm gonna stop it for now, and let's do this again tomorrow night until like everyone gets tired of it. Let's do another Q&A tomorrow. So until then, see you guys later. Thank you. Later.